Hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets. Welcome to Thursday. And as you all know, Thursday is payday. So let's go ahead and get started with our week one budget and how it ended up turning out. So my paycheck came in yesterday in the amount of $44.12.50. My husband's paycheck came in for $761.37. My dad did transfer the $500 to us, and I did not use anything from savings. So let's go ahead and add those three values together. And that gives us a total of $5,673.87. As I had mentioned before, my husband and I both get paid variably because we get paid per hour. And his is a little easier to guesstimate, but mine has a lot to do with how many working days there are in a month. So it's hard for me to find an average as to what I'm going to bring in. What I do is I take like the last 6 months and I take the least amount, which was the $4,100, but there is a lot of variability as to how much I bring in. Rent came in for $2,444 with 84 cents. The Upstart loans were $1,651.80. Allstate came in for $164.96. Barclay got paid its $90. My husband's Barclay got paid $80. Audible will post for $15.12. The minimum on the Chase Southwest has actually gone up to $163. And then Excel came in for $281.60. So let's go ahead. If you can hear my husband in the background, he is gaming, so I do apologize. So when I add these values together, let's see. That's going to give us a total of $4,891.32. And when we take that away from our inflow, that's going to leave us with a total of $782.55. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do these a little out of order just to see how much I'm going to need to take out of here. So I know that my sinking funds equal $100. So let's go ahead and account for the sinking funds. Those account for $100. So let's take $100 out of there. And then 52-week number one, I think what I had wanted to do was to pay off the higher months ahead of time if I could, so that I'd just be at 106 moving forward. Given that we did bring in some more money, I'm going to go ahead and plan on putting $132.50 into my, I've got to close this door because one of my dogs opened it. My little Leo learned how to open doors and I don't want to hear my husband. And then my husband's weekly is going to be $26.50. So knowing that those two values are are going to be taken out of here. Let's go ahead and do that. That means that we're going to have about $523 to go ahead and fill over here. Food, I'm going to go ahead and put $100 in. Gas, we'll go ahead and put $100. Pets, we'll do $100. So that's minus $300. And then let's do 50 for personal for my husband, 50 for me, 50 for eating out, and 50 for miscellaneous, which means that we will meet our goal for the miscellaneous. And that's going to be minus 200. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and add these up. So our variable expenses are going to equal $500. When we take the $500 away from our leftover, I don't know what I just did. That's going to leave us with $282.55. Pulling over the $282.55. Is that even in frame? No. There we go. I'll pull it up so you can see. So here's the $500 for the variable expenses. Leftover was $282.55. I carried that over. When we take $100 away from there, that's going to leave us with $182.55. So we pull that down. And as you know, I like to keep even numbers in my snowball. So what I'll do is I will add, we'll take the $182.55. We're going to need a buffer. So minus $132.50 minus $26.50. That's going to leave us with a 55-cent buffer. So let's go ahead and put those 55 cents in so that we can account for them. So $132.50 plus $26.50 plus the 55 cents is going to give us an extra savings total of $159.55. And as you know, I like to keep this at a zero-based budget. In order to get us at zero-based budget, I'm going to go ahead and take our leftover away from there, which means that we're going to have $23 going into our snowball. That surprises me because I was not expecting that this week. So anything is helpful when it comes to that. And then we'll go ahead and get our zero-based budget. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Osually I do figure this out on my own when I'm doing my own calculations. This is kind of what my notes look like. And today I wanted to show how I worked through it in case you are in a similar situation where you get a different amount than what you budgeted. As always, my friends, I do like to check my math. So we have an inflow total of $5,673.87 minus $4,891.32 for our bills, $500 for our variable expenses, $100 for our sinking funds, $23 for the snowball, and then the $159.55 going into extra savings. And yes, my friends, that gets us to a zero-based budget. I don't know why I said budget. Anyways, thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to watch my content. I am beyond elated that we did get that overage that we needed to be able to kind of fill everything up. I did kind of take a look at the upcoming weeks, and it looks like we're going to be running into a similar issue in March where we're going to have a very bill heavy first week, including these two really big bills at the end. So I'm hoping that we do get into a position where I can save a little money during the month of February to go ahead and at least get food and maybe $50 into our gas. But as we all know, we don't know what this month is going to bring. I hope that each and every one of you is having an amazing day. Happy Friday's Eve. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday that leads to a wonderful weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with a cash stuffing. Thank you, my friends, and have a great day.